this machine can do 2 thou wire all the way up to 16 thou. So the Sodick ALN model comes in multiple sizes. So we have machines that have like 31 inches of Z height capability. So we have customers that are running 16 thou wire, cutting off 3D printed build plates, and you know, they put as much power to the wire and cutting off as fast as they can.
We've dropped into the Sodick stand at IMTS 2022. We're going to find out why you would buy a Sodick EDM machine, specifically a wire one. We're going to have a chat with Jim here. So in a nutshell, why would I buy one of these machines?
Well, the Sodick ALN series is our flagship model, and basically this is like the Mercedes-Benz of the EDM world. It's a great machine. We build every single thing in this machine in-house. I'd say what we're notorious for is our linear motors. Okay, so we have linear motors on all 4 axes, and they are also built in-house, and that's a completely frictionless, no-wear system that needs 0 maintenance.
So in terms of 0 maintenance, you get a 10-year warranty on it, essentially?
Correct. So you could run this machine 7 days a week, 24 hours a day for the next 10 years. It's going to be as accurate on day 1 it is 10 years from now.
That's a bold statement, Jim, but you're confident in that because you've got vertical integration, as you said. You control everything about this machine.
Correct. Everything on a Sodick machine is built by us. So you're not going to find any outsourced parts or anything like that. We control everything. We make our own linear motors. We make our own ceramics. Our boards, everything is done by Sodick directly.
Okay, when you say ceramics, the actual working envelope, there's a lot of ceramic parts in it. Why?
Well, for thermal stability and resistant to corrosion.
Okay, and a bit lighter as well.
Absolutely. Yeah, so you don't have any steel structures in the work zone, and that actually prevents corrosion, and you know, if you have high temperatures or temperature fluctuations, then you're going to have less accurate parts.
Okay. You say accurate parts, I'm thinking EDM, tough materials, but super accurate components. What sort of accuracy do you go down to?
This machine can control or can achieve 2 microns.
Okay, and that's guaranteed for 10 years, just to reiterate?
That is correct.
Okay, and when you say super complex parts, what sort of materials?
Anything that's conductive. So, right, and we also can cut PCD as well.
Okay, so impressive stuff.
Right.
Now, looking in here, you've got a number of different axes as well, so you can do even more intricate parts.
Right, so you can do, well, obviously we got X, Y, U, and V, but there's, you can do taper up to 45 degrees.
Okay, now with this machine as well, I want to be running it 24/7.
Correct.
What happens if the wire breaks?
Well, we got an automatic wire rethreader. This FJ threader is the best on the market.
All right.
So basically, what the machine will do is if it breaks, it's going to automatically rethread. It can thread through the kerf or breakpoint threading. So normally, what you have to do is go back to your start position, thread there, dry run back, and start cutting again. Now the machine can just back up a few thou, thread right through that wire slot, and then start cutting.
Okay. I mean, looking at these components, you're not going to make sort of components every 30 seconds and things like that, but it's still about keeping that cycle time down, so that's what that's doing.
Correct.
Okay. And again, complex components, it's intuitive though in terms of the depth of cut and the power through the actual wire?
Correct, and this machine can do 2 thou wire all the way up to 16 thou. So the Sodick ALN model comes in multiple sizes. So we have machines that have like 31 inches of Z height capability. So we have customers that are running 16 thou wire, cutting off 3D printed build plates, and you know, they put as much power to the wire and cutting off as fast as they can. So there's a lot of versatility in this machine. You can do small little parts with your 2 thou wire, or you can be using it for 3D printed cutoffs.
So it's a really complex part. What about programming the machine? I'm thinking it's going to be quite complex.
And we have our onboard programming, so we have hard NC. So you can import a DXF file and generate your wire path in your NC file that way. This control also allows you to put in a 3D solid model into the control as well, and generate your wire path that way.
So again, making it nice and simple essentially, but making the complex parts.
Correct. Very easy to use.
Okay. Now these days, in the economic environment we're in, consumables are an issue because it's costing a lot, but you've gone that next step now because you've got your iGroove technology.
Correct. So new for this year has been the iGroove technology, and basically the wire rotates 1 revolution based on the thickness of your part. So technically, you can slow your wire speed down and save 30% in consumables. Okay,
you're slowing the wire speed down. Does that mean you reduce the cycle time is changing as well? Or
something? No. Cycle time would be the same. The wire, you're using both sides of the wire. Previously, you'd have to use one side of the wire, so the wire would have to spin faster in order to cut. So now, with this iGroove technology, you're using both sides of the wire.
And do you need any programming skills, or the machine just does it all automatically for you?
The machine does it automatically for you. Yeah, you actually have a database in the control. If you want to use that function, you can. If you don't, you can turn it off. And it just depends on your application.
Okay, so really, like you said, Mercedes-Benz of machines, but now it's gone that step further and actually saving you money in terms of consumables.
Absolutely.
There you go. Jim, thank you very much. That's the guys from Sodick, and we're at IMTS 2022.